G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. It is round one of the NRL in just 48 hours and an extra hour on top of that. It's a 7:35 kickoff, I believe. The Parramatta Eels hosting the Canterbury Bulldogs. I'm looking forward to the 2020 season. This is my round one tips and a bit of breaking news coming up right now. So guys, in massive NRL breaking news, the Bulldogs have had a massive shock happen to their club. Bulldogs players Jayden Okunbor, who is a speed machine, had some good first grade games last year, good player to watch, experience, however, won't be playing. He also won't be playing alongside Big Bopper, Corey Harawira-Naera. I think Corey Harawira-Naera's form has been outstanding, so I am very, very saddened by this. But they have been stood down by the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Apparently it's a serious breach of the NRL rule. The NRL Integrity Unit is currently investigating the situation. There is no news. I will try and keep you guys updated if I do hear anything with maybe a post on Facebook or the community tab. I post regularly on the community tab. But Jayden Okunbor and Corey Harawira-Naera are not playing NRL potentially this year, but definitely not for a couple of weeks. Stood down. Massive news there. Alright guys, let's talk about it. The first game, the Parramatta Eels up against the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs at Bankwest Stadium. Last time we met the Bulldogs, we went down 12 points to 6 in quite a close, in my opinion, one of the best games of the year. I don't know if I had it in my top 10, but I thought it was a brilliant game of football. You think of how many games of football there are during the year, I would have put it in at least the top 20. I thought it was an outstanding game. Let's speak about Parramatta quickly. Wanga Blake in the centres, returning from injury in the number 4 jersey against Will Hopewate. We've got the new signing, Regan Campbell-Gillard in number 8. We've got Ryan Madison in number 12. Our bench I really like. Brad Takarangi, Marade Niokore, Kane Evans and Penny Terapo. Penny Terapo's a hard hitter, but it would be nice to see Penny Terapo take a step back for Oregon Kaufusi to come on the field. I think that'd be really good. Oregon Kaufusi is named in jersey 20, Will Smith in jersey 18, Ray Stone in jersey 19, and George Jennings in jersey 21. I think it's a good balance. In the Bulldogs change, number 6, Jack Hogger, is not there as normal. Brandon Wakeham has got the call up and will be playing for the Bulldogs in the number 6 jersey, partnered in the half with Lachlan Lewis. Joe Stimson against Ryan Madison in number 12, coming from the Melbourne Storm with Adam Elliott at lock, and Raymond Faitala-Mariner, Renef Tumaga, Dean Britt and Currit Holland on the interchange with Ofahigi Ogden, Jack Cogger, Jack Averoli and Sione Katoa as reserves. Look, I think, again, this will be a defensive game. I think Parramatta win this. A lot of people think that Parramatta win this well. I'm expecting big things from Parramatta during the year. However, in this game, I think that we win it. I think it's going to be a close game. I'm tipping Parramatta Eels 18 points to 10. I think there'll be some good tries, which I'll speak about a bit later. Look, you know what? I'll speak about it now. I'll speak about best bets at the end. I'll speak about it now. Parramatta Eels to win. Michael Jennings to score a try. I've got a really good feeling about that one. I'm even thinking he could be first try scorer. Blake Ferguson and under 39 points. That gets you $17. Now, I'm going to chuck in a roughie here and say that I think Adam Elliott from the Canterbury Bulldogs at $12 might cross over for a try. But the Parramatta Eel to beat the Bulldogs, 18 points to 10. Game number 2 is the Canberra Raiders up against the Gold Coast Titans. George Williams in the number 7 jersey for the Raiders. Aiden Caesar has left the club, is with the Huddersfield Giants, I believe, in the Super League. In the number 4 jersey for Joey Leilua is Curtis Scott, who was not stood down by the NRL. I'd love to have a chat with Curtis Scott throughout the season. We'll wait and see if I can get a chat. It'd be good to speak about his experiences and what's going on. Dynamis Louis in the number 10. Corey Horsburgh in the number 11 for John Bateman. John Bateman will probably be out until at least round 8, I'm hearing at the moment. Saliva Havili, Emre Gula, Isaiah Soliola and Michael Oldfield on the bench. As for the Gold Coast Titans, welcome back Ash Taylor in that number 7 jersey. Phillips Sammy at fullback, big change there. I'm trying to work out where AJ Brimson is. He's not actually in the team. He's on the reserves. He's in jersey number 21. Big change there. Jai Whitbread, Brian Kelly, Jermaine Jolliffe, never heard of him, I'll be honest, and Nathan Peat. I think the Raiders will win this match quite well. I think the Titans will get a few points, but I think Raiders will win it. Is it at Canberra? I believe it's at Canberra as well, which is a big worry there. Yeah, it's at GIO Stadium. I think the Raiders, in front of their home fans, will win by 16 points. I'm tipping the Raiders to win 24 points to 8. Now, guys, this is a tip that I've had change a lot this week, and I'm sticking with this one now. I had the North Queensland Cowboys to win in a narrow one. I had them by 2, I had them by 10. But you just think about it, and you think of Parramatta going on the field against the Tigers. You think of a brand new stadium, new players, new team. You got Valentine Holmes, you got Easton Masters, you got Big Tamalolo looking to back up a big year. He's ready to be competitive apparently for the Dally M medal, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. Queensland Country Bank Stadium, the oldest rivalry. I had the Cowboys 1-12. I now have a big feeling that the Cowboys are going to win this game quite well. I've got the Cowboys 13+. I think the Broncos struggle here. The loss of Alex Glenn is a big one. Jack Bird at fullback, I'm not too sure about. I'm not convinced. We'll wait and see how he goes. Anthony Milford and Brody Croft in the halves for the first time together properly. Big Payne Haas in number 10. David Fafita in number 11. Patrick Carrigan at lock against Tamalolo. Jermaine Asako on the bench. Reece Kennedy, Jamil Hopewate and Andrew McCulloch. And Darius Boyd is in the centres in the number 4 jersey. I have the Cowboys to win. I've got them quite well. I have the Cowboys to win 32 points to 14. I think the Broncos will really struggle. The Cowboys being a home game. I'm expecting a massive game from Tamalolo. Valentine Holmes, first debut for the Cowboys as well. I'm picking the Cowboys 13+ here. Cowboys to win 32 points to 14. The next game sees the Newcastle Knights go up against the New Zealand Warriors. Now, I think a lot of people, I'd say 80% of people will be picking the Knights in this match, and with players like Kalen Ponga, Mitchell Pearce, David Clemmer, Jaden Brayley in number 9, really looking forward to that. I think he's a player to watch this year in my opinion. Everyone thinks the Knights will win this. I'm actually on the opposition side here. I'm going with the New Zealand Warriors in a big upset at McDonald Jones Stadium. I think the Warriors, Chanel Harris-Tavita in the number 6 jersey partnered with Blake Green is a good choice. I like Nicarima, but I think it's good to give a young gun a chance. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck at fullback, first game of the year. I think he's in for a big one. Wade Egan in the number 9 jersey coming from the Panthers. I think he's also in for a big game. Your big boppers, Tohu Harris and Isaiah Papali'i. I like Isaiah Papali'i a lot. You've got the benches, Cody Nicarima, Elise Katoa, Carl Lawton and Jermaine Tanua-Brown. I think the Warriors are going to cause a bit of an upset here in quite a high scoring one. I still think they'll be under 40 points. However, I'm going with the New Zealand Warriors 24 points to 14, I believe. Yes, 24 points to 14. I think the Warriors can match up against the Knights. Looking forward to the Knights' new centres. You've got Jemmet Shabaski and Junior Tutola, I believe that's his name. Looking forward to what they can do. The Ponga-Pearce combination. I'm so excited for round 1, but I think the Warriors are actually going to beat the Knights at Newcastle. Okay, the next game sees the South Sydney Rabbitohs up against the Cronulla Sharks. The Cronulla Sharks, to mine, are a team that's going to struggle this year. However, who knows, this could be a massive upset and they can surprise me. I've gone with the Rabbitohs as my tip. Well, let's speak about it. Rabbitohs, Latrell Mitchell at fullback. I can't wait to see him there. I think it's going to be really interesting. Number 4 jersey, you've got Braden Burns. 6 and 7, Cody Walker, Adam Reynolds. Great combination. Looking forward to that. Jaden Sewer in the number 11 jersey from the Broncos. Cameron Murray shifts to the second row. Liam Knight to lock. That's going to be strange. I don't know how I think of that one. Mark Nicol, Ethan Lowe, Ham Sealy, and Alex Johnson on the bench. I really like this bench. I think it's a really good bench for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Let's speak about the Sharks. No Moylan at fullback, no Dugan. We have Will Kennedy. We have Josh Morris in the centres. He has not, but he has. Let's talk about this quickly. So in round 2, Josh Morris is about 70%, so about 30% negativity, but there's a lot of rumours at the moment that the Sharks are paying $70,000 to get the contract sorted out, and the Sharks player, Josh Morris, will be at the Sydney Roosters, the round 2 game between the Sydney Roosters and the Manly Sea Eagles, which, guys, I will be there. Spoiler alert. Looking forward to that one. Jesse Ramian in the number 4 for the Sharks, back at the Sharks. Their bench is Connor Tracy, Hamanueli, Toby Rudolph and Scott Sorensen. I think the Sharks will struggle to find points here. I can't see the Sharks winning this one. I think at ANZ the Rabbits will shine, and I'm going with the Rabbits 26 points to 10. I think there'll be quite a few points under 40 this weekend, actually, now that I think of it. But the Rabbitohs to win this one, 26 points to 10. The next game at Penrith Panthers Stadium sees the Penrith Panthers go up against the reigning premiers, the Sydney Roosters. They've won the World Club Challenge. They've gone back-to-back. Can the Roosters win Game 1? They haven't won Game 1, I believe it's been 4 years, but they have mainly played the South Sydney Rabbitohs, who they struggle against in the regular seasons. I'm going with the Roosters here. I think the Roosters will win this. I think it'll be a very close game, though. I don't expect Luke Keary and Kyle Flanagan to gel straight away. I expect the Roosters to struggle at the start of the season. I've got the Roosters 18 to 12. I've got a low-scoring game, good defence on both sides. You've got some really good forwards, some good matchups. Now, Dylan Edwards, due to injury, won't be playing fullback. Caleb Aitkins, massive challenge, going up against James Tedesco. Can he contain him? We'll have to wait and see. Brian Toe, who I've picked for the top try scorer of the year, against Brett Morris. Maybe when they play each other, if they play each other again later in the year, plenty of points. But it looks like there'll be plenty of points in this one. However, I'm going the opposite. Jerome Luai in the number 6 jersey. He has won the battle to partner the halves with Nathan Cleary. Zane Tedavano in the number 10 jersey, starting for the Penrith Panthers. Kick out for the Roosters. You've got Kyle Flanagan in the number 7 jersey. Besides that, there's not really many changes. You've got Nat Butcher, Lindsay Collins, Isaac Liu and Sam Verrills on the bench. Really good bench. Apparently, Posa Fumasali, who is on the reserves for the Roosters, is going to Cronulla Sharks, I've heard. So keep an eye out for that one as well. But low scoring game, and the Roosters win 18 points to 12. The next game, guys, which I will be at, is the Manly Sea Eagles hosting the Melbourne Storm. Now, Tom Trbojevic versus Pappenhausen. Great matchup. Looking forward to this. Two fantastic fullbacks. Ruben Garrick, young rookie, against experienced boy Josh Addo-Carr on the wing. Looking forward to that one. Dylan Walker in the halves, along with Daly Cherry Evans in the half-back. Danny Levi coming from the Newcastle Knights to play hooker. Looking forward to seeing Danny Levi in action. That's why I'm really excited for this game. I think it'll be really good. I'm expecting plenty of points as well. I'll give you my tip in a moment. Jake Trbojevic. The bench, I'm really concerned about the bench. Lachlan Croker, Sean Kepi, Morgan Boyle and Hammond Olaku Katu. I'm surprised Brendan Elliott didn't make the bench. I thought Brendan Elliott would have made a good bench. Obviously, Mane Fainu has been stood down by the NRL quite a while ago. That's a shame. But anyway, Cameron Smith in the number 9 jersey. Tui Kamikamika not off the bench in the number 10 jersey. Great there. Dale Finucane at lock. Harry Grant, Tunu Fusalumalu, Max King and Tom Eisen, who on the interchange. Brenko Lee, Asafa Solomona, Riley Jacks and Darren Schnoeg. What a name. Reserves. Nelson Asafa Solomona has a hamstring injury. Don't worry, he should be back to starting. But starting for him this week is Tui Kamikamika. Big, high-scoring game. Sunday afternoon, 4:05. Sea Eagles and Storm. It's going to be one of the best games of the week. I'm going with the Melbourne Storm here by 8 points. I think Manly can't contain them. They can normally compete with the Storm. I really like this squad though. And I've got the Storm 26 points to 18. To end round 1 of the NRL, we have a really good game. The St. George Illawarra Dragons against the West Tigers. It's a very hard game to pick, but for me, I think I'm going to stay with who I am. I've been thinking about this team for a while. I'm actually expecting big things from them, for them to surprise a lot of people. Zach Lomax in the number 1 jersey for the Dragons. Braden Williami in the number 3 jersey for the Dragons. What's happened here? So Ewan Aitken will not play. I'm looking. It doesn't look like Ewan Aitken can play. Cameron McInnes won't play, so Isaac Luke steps into the number 9 jersey, who I'm predicting could be a buy of the year if this team does get on a bit of a roll. We'll wait and see. Their bench is Jacob Host, Trent Merrin, Tyrell Famanu, and Billy Britton. Ewan Aitken is named in the reserves. Is it due to injury though? That's what I'm just trying to see. It has been beaten for a starting centre spot. There you go. Josh Kerr, knee injury. Cameron McInnes, knee injury. And Corbin Sims, unavailable. West Tigers, let's speak about them. You've got Joey Leilua in the number 3 jersey. You've got Adam Dewey at number 4. Very different combination. You've got Benji Marshall and Luke Brooks in the half. Billy Walters in the number 9 jersey. I like this a lot. I think Billy Walters is a good number 6, but I want to see what he can do at number 9. Josh Reynolds on the bench. I think that's a good place for him to be. I like him as a player. Zane Musgrove, Chris Lawrence, Michael Cheekham on the reserves. Is Michael Cheekham injured? I'm just trying to see. Michael Cheekham, it doesn't say. It physically doesn't say for that one. Anyway, I'm going with the Dragons here. I'm going with the Dragons 20 points to 12. I think they'll win against the Tigers. It's at Wynn Stadium. I'm not expecting much from the West Tigers this year. Looking at that Tigers lineup, I actually don't mind it, but I think they'll win 20 points to 12. The Dragons too good there. Okay guys, let's get into the best bets. So I mentioned the Eels one before. Firstly, let's speak about this. So my top 8 at the end of the week is the Raiders in, well, maybe the Cowboys actually now in first, but what I had, Raiders in first, Rabbits in second, Storm in third, Parramatta 4th, Roosters 5th, Cowboys 6th, Warriors 7th, and Dragons in 8th. I now have the Cowboys potentially higher. So, recap. Best bets. Eels, Jennings, Fergo, under 39, $17. Great price there. Touch on the Raiders game. Got the Raiders to win against the Titans. I've got Nick Kotrick. I'm confident Nick Kotrick will score a try. I've got Tyrone Peachy from the Titans. Even though I think it's 8 points, I think it's a big, rough bet, that one. Under 44 points and the Raiders to win both halves. Not a bad price, $66 there. The Cowboys. I've gone quite simple. I've gone with the Cowboys. I've gone with Kyle Felt. I've gone with Valentine Holmes. I'm expecting Valentine Holmes to get a double, but we'll see. I've gone with Jason Tamalolo as well, $32. Warriors to beat the Knights, Edric Lee to score, Peter Hickory to score, under 44 points and a very high scoring second half. That's a massive price there. The Warriors are the outsiders, $85. I really like the Warriors to win 1 to 12 at $4, I believe they're at. I think that's a really good price. Even the Roosters 1 to 12 at $3.50 is a really good price as well. I like the Dragons to win. I like Joey Leilua to make a statement at the Tigers and crossover. I like Zach Lomax to score and potentially get a double. I think he's paying $10 for a double. Not a bad price there. I like under 42 points, and that is $42 there. My best bet of the week is the Eels to win with under 39 points. You just chuck that as a multi in your bet slip. Holmes to score and the Cowboys head-to-head as well. And the Storm 1 to 12, $29.54. Can we win it? It's not a bad bet. Let me know if you think I'll get up. And my roughies for the week, let's touch on this one. Multi, $385. Up to you whether you want to put it on. My try scorer roughies. Adam Elliott, I touched on for the Bulldogs game at $12. I don't know. I've got a big feeling he's going to score. Crazy. Going with my gut. Jason Tamalolo at $4.33. He hates, well not hates, but there's a big rivalry with the Broncos. He crosses over, makes a big statement to start his season. Tommy Turbo. Against the Melbourne Storm, it's going to be very hard, but I'm expecting plenty of points at bookie, and I'm expecting Turbo to score a try, $2.75. And Zach Lomax at $2.70 and $10 for a double. Those are my tips and bets for the round. I want to know yours in the comments. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe because I will be at game. I'll be doing these videos weekly. NRL is back. Hallelujah. Praise the NRL gods. I will see you guys on Thursday for the Parramatta Eel taking on the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. But I will be doing my sports recap as normal tomorrow night. I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Hit like on this video and leave your comments below.